beautiful motherfuckers, you. I can't believe how many people have shown up for part 2 of your Friday night here on Black Flame Entertainment. That's right, Tracks of the Damned back in effect. If you are ready to get the latest and greatest in heavy metal news right now, it's an exciting time. I don't know about my brother Defiler there, but I feel like it's a very exciting time in heavy metal right now. So many tours coming up. It's the summertime. There's new releases, not just like the mainstream, but the independent metal as well. And the Defiler has so many great things to talk about as far as that's concerned. And welcome back from the dead, brother. How you feeling? Tell the peoples.
I'm fine now. Between, I don't know, my daughter brought home something from school, like the last damn day of school. She come home sick. Then Rebecca got it. My son got it. Now, I thought I was going to scathe past and not get it. Well, that didn't fucking happen.
You held out.
They had it for almost a week and a half before I even got a symptom of it. Well, it hit. Between being sick and my work schedule changing, it's been one hell of a week to try to get everything. Well, past couple of weeks, try to get everything back right. So hopefully for now we're back on schedule. So we have to play it by day and see where we're going. But yeah.
Well, this time of year we have so many great cons coming up. You and myself. Let's tell them a little bit about what we got coming up next month.
Nashville Horror Con. It's fun. I think out of the ones that we've done, I think that was kind of my favorite one. Is because it's not as big as some. It's not as big as some of the other ones, so it feels more personal. That's my thing about it. Like doing cons, concerts, whatever. If you can be very personal with somebody, that I enjoy it more than, hey, here, take my money, bye, pretty much. So it's not like that there. You can interact with everybody. The celebrities and stuff walk past your booth. It's real fun.
Yeah, that's one of the best things. Mortimer says he's glad to see you better. Most deaf, as well as I am as well. Shit. It's been crazy. This entire, the last couple weeks, I would say, has been
haywire. It's like somebody just squirted a bottle of gasoline and said, "Here, run, motherfucker." And that's how it's been. So,
trust me. I mean, I'm happy to say that the round of budget cuts didn't include my job this week. So, good luck trying to get rid of us, especially old Facebook, who's got a war against us. I can't not talk about that enough because I can't stand censorship, and I know Defiler can't stand censorship. So we are so happy that all you addicts of the damned are hanging and banging with us on YouTube. We cannot thank you enough. So this is the time anybody and anywhere that loves heavy metal of all kinds, share this shit out anywhere and everywhere. It doesn't matter. I don't care if they're dead. Give them a fucking spiritual exorcism. Bring them back to life and say, you have got to be watching Tracks of the Damned right now on the Black Flame Universe Network. Oh, that's the wrong show. Wrong show, Nathan. Shame on you. I love it. He goes, welcome back, Double Thailand Man.
Oh, yeah. I'm not drinking tonight, but tomorrow night it's going to be a different fucking story.
Different thing. Oh, my goodness. But before we descend into your latest fucking metal nudes, I just have to remind you all that it is summertime and it's time to light that barbecue and put some fucking Horror Struck hot sauce on the meat. Check it out. That's right. If you haven't figured it out by now, if you are a hot sauce lover and you have a professed love of horror, you need to make sure that you get over to horrorstruckhotsauce.com. All right, man. So there is all kinds of awesomeness going on. Now, one of the things that is actually pretty near and dear to me, as far as releases go, there was a tour stop on my final tour back in 2021. It was the Black Flame tour, my final album with Black Tar Superstar. And we got booked with this band who are Metal Blade, like Stars and Stripes motherfuckers. They were fucking just one of the staple bands for Metal Blade. And I know a lot of us older folks out there, I'm not so sure about the Defiler, but a lot of us know Metal Blade Records to be like one of those staple record companies that was just putting out tremendous bands. And a band by the name of Byzantine was the band that we got to open up for on our tour. And they just had a new release. And, you know, yeah, they're older. They're much older. They got about 30 years under their belt, and they've just put out new stuff. They are kind of like the heyday of thrash.
That's what early Metal Blade was really about, was fucking thrash.
Yeah, they were like the pioneers for that shit. But they put out an EP back in 2022. And I kind of wonder if that was just like a feeler for them to see if people were still digging them, because they did take a little bit of a hiatus in between, as a lot of these, you know, staple thrash bands, especially from the early 2000s, is when that band was flourishing. But it's so awesome to see them put out new material after all this time. So they have the original guitarist, Tony Rohrbaugh, and Chris, I can't say his last name, Ojanea, I guess. They lost their original lead singer. So they've kind of like taken over that duty. And it's going to be mind-blowing. And they have a new single out right now called Floating Chrysanthema. If you could say that 20 times fast, good luck. But if you are a fan of old school thrash metal, Byzantine is the band to check out. And they were some of the coolest dudes I ever met. It was kind of like playing with Metallica back when Metallica was Kill 'Em All.
Yep.
So
anything past the Black Album, don't listen to
it. Right? We have definitely punched that idea home.
Oh yeah.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
I've heard of them. I just don't know if I've ever listened to them. So I might definitely have to dive into it a little bit.
Listen, man, if you like that old school thrash attitude, chug-alicious riffs, very much fast drumming beats as well, everything that you would expect from traditional thrash. They were bringing it into the 2000s, and people fucking loved it. And like I said, after playing a show with them, it was awesome. Mortimer. He says Lars' mouth looks like a brown eye.
It should be. It should as much shit as he spews out of it.
I was gonna say, so somebody needs to make like a GIF out of it, or I don't care if you fucking take, the front cover of Typo Negative's Origin of the Feces and stick that motherfucker on his mouth. Let's do that. I think it would be epic.
That'd be funny as hell.
Oh shit, I'm laughing. I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Shit. I think I need to make that happen. And I guarantee y'all will love it.
So my first one, we're going to go up north a little bit. We're going to go to Canada.
Yes, sir.
For this band, it's a deathcore band, which y'all know my love of deathcore. But for me, this one is one of the few that I have two tonight that's going to have a blackened feel to them, and this is definitely one of them. They're called Satanic Tea Company.
You had me at satanic, so
it's called Satanic Tea Company, and it's called Stepped in Plasma. I mean, y'all know when for work I drive a lot, so I put on my YouTube account to let shit play, and it just stair steps from there. And some shit I'll skip, some of it I let play. This I'll let play. They're really good. It's really filthy. Like, this is the best way I could describe it. If you listen to deathcore, you know your typical deathcore sound. It's heavy. It's got some shows, got blast beats on it, everything like that. And just taking that a little bit of blackened feel with it, and this band is going to tear you a new asshole, pretty much. That was the first song that I've heard by them, and I've kind of fell for it, but kind of hard. So I'm going to dive into them a little bit more to see what they're more about. But I've definitely felt that was worth mentioning tonight. So.
No, absolutely, man. And they are definitely gaining some traction. So do they have a new single out or a new album?
I believe this one was it. It was called the Stepped in Plasma. Was it?
Stepped in Plasma.
Yeah, let me see if I can get it pulled up and see if there's another album with it. I've really got to get a longer keyboard cord.
Everything that I'm seeing here just says yes. For real. Because they have a song. Well, let me see here. This is the latest. Because we want to make sure that we can. Oh, you said Septic Savior?
Huh?
You said Septic Savior?
Stepped in Plasma.
Oh, God damn it. Shit. I don't know why that's not on here. Well, I was kind of looking for something we can kind of play for everybody out there in the Black Flame universe, just to kind of get an idea of their sound.
Of course, my computer's being slow as shit when I need it to not be. So
you're good. You're good. So I think we're going to go ahead and go with this one, just to kind of give everybody out there in the Black Flame universe a taste of what this band sounds like. If y'all are ready for this shit, because I don't care. I am ready.
I'm trying to get the actual one to send if I can get it to fucking. If my damn computer will act right. I believe that the song I'm talking about, they just released it like 2 days ago. So I'm sending you a link now. I should be.
Is it off of YouTube?
Yeah. It should be coming now. I think that's their older one there. It'll be. Oh, shit. Did the link come through? Because they changed the profile picture.
What?
There you go.
Oh, steeped in plasma.
Yeah, I may have said it wrong. It's steeped in plasma. My bad. Not step. Steeped in plasma. I wrote it down as step. My bad.
No, you're fine. Hold on. Give me 1 second. We're going to stop sharing because it doesn't come up on their YouTube channel.
What? Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
like, how did we not get that?
I'm on, like I have it on right now. Like I have it on.
What the hell, man?
I don't know if I don't know if I can turn the speaker up on my computer and y'all hear it that way or not. If it'll actually work that way, but
So this is what I'm going to do. All right. So the big bad devil daddy himself is kind of a tech guru. So I have managed because we want to make sure that, bands that we want you to kind of check out, that you're able to hear a little bit of their sound so you can check their stuff out. Thanks to the Defiler there, we have their latest single, Steeped in Plasma. Check it out. All right. So definitely, I get a lot of old school death metal vibes from that. But at the same token, you said blackened deathcore.
yeah.
These labels just piss me the fuck off. I don't know about everybody out there in the Black Flame universe might agree or disagree, but still, I don't know. For me, I get a little bit of hardcore. I will say that, but there is definitely death metal there. Kind of reminds me of some early Cannibal Corpse. Nonetheless, I think this band has a lot of good flavors.
Yeah, for sure. Like sometimes the way I describe it as blackened is because I'll use them as a vocal reference mainly. So that's really when I say blackened, they're deathcore. I'll use them as a vocal. I say blackened as a vocal range, and he's got that little bit of a Goblin Fry that's in some of the older black metal. So
right. Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason when I say blackened, that's what I mean.
Blackened has so many different meanings too. Like when you talk about Blackened Doom, I don't know. These I can't keep up with it, man. See, that's why I love the Defiler. He can like shed some light on some of these different genre names. Sometimes it means that it's a bit slower. But I don't know about y'all. I didn't hear anything that was slower at all.
It definitely picks up. I think I have one song that has a little bit of slowness to it, but it's just they're in the death metal realm. So, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Hell yeah, absolutely. A lot of releases that I don't know if some of you out there in the Black Flame universe follow Metal Injection. That was one of the ways that I found out about Byzantine's new record. But man, they're like hyping a lot of this stuff. And this one in particular really caught my eye because anything that comes out of Norway,
Yep.
I want to know about it. It is my Viking soul. And it's a band called Avkrist. I hope I'm saying that right.
How do you spell it?
AVKRVST. And they just released a new album called Waving at the Sky. They are known as a progressive rock metal band. So for something like that to come out of Norway, and obviously Metal Injection is all about it. It really kind of like, what are we getting here? What are the flavors? Because when we think of a progressive metal band, we think of, well, seriously, what comes to mind?
With progressive metal?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Why'd you have to put me on the spot when I went thinking, damn.
I wasn't trying on I promise.
Oh no, you're good. I'm just trying to figure out how to pronounce the damn name of it.
Avkrist is kind of what I'm getting.
Yeah. Which it's Norwegian, so we're gonna butcher the shit out of it. So
you already know.
Right.
You already know. It's what we do.
There's some of them I can pronounce, but some of it, like progressive metal, I think of like Opeth, Dream Theater.
Sure.
I can't believe I said fucking Dream Theater.
Why? Why would you bring up Dream Theater? I'm fucking with you.
I mean, you can even put Mastodon in that category a little bit.
Absolutely.
That's who I think about. Like I love Mastodon, so I love them way better than I do damn Dream Theater.
Well, shit. Well, like I said, they just dropped a video for, well, wait a minute. Let me see here real fast. So there's a video for the song The Trauma. Yep, that's what I found it. It's the latest single off this record. So when, Metal Injection, who is famously wrong for pinpointing genres with certain bands, I think, I don't know. Something fun for prog dorks is that this record is the second part of the story of the Bleak Soul Cabin, started on their last record. So finally, there's a cameo from Ross from Hawken, which is another band, on a track. So, if Metal Injection hates it, I bet you we're going to love it. So let's check out just a little bit of this track. I'm going to bring that up real fast. There we go. Check out.
I like that it shifts sideways. I like that shit.
Here with Connect Team, the online platform that helps you manage your team.
There we go. Damn.
Definitely not Dream Theater to me.
It's kind of like a Norwegian Tool.
Yeah.
In a way, because you have so many different time changes. Which
it has like a
dig. I dig that.
It's like they took Tool and mixed it with, I don't really want to say folk metal, but that drum beat has like, you know what? When I say folk metal, I mean like Wardruna or like a Highland and stuff like that. Yes. That drum beat has that reminiscence of that with it, but you combined it with Tool, so it's not really bad. No. I actually kind of like it.
I thought it was very cool too. I heard elements from like so many different staple European metal bands that really makes it fun. I know that we didn't get to the vocals because, well, you play too, you know what I'm saying? Too much of it, we get in trouble. But I don't know. I kind of dug it.
Yeah, it was
very interested to hear more.
It wasn't bad at all. Like when sometimes progressive metal is definitely not my favorite type of metal, but that wasn't to be progressive. That wasn't bad at all.
Nope. So that just dropped. So if you liked what you heard, Black Flame Universe, you can go to YouTube or however you get your music these days and check them out. See what they're all about. If you're a Tool fan, I think you'll probably dig what they're doing. They're tight. It's very well produced. And, well, that is the most interesting band I've heard come out of Norway besides black metal, to be perfectly honest. So if that's what you dig, man, you might like it. Hell yeah.
My next one, I'm trying to figure out where they're from, and I'm having kind of a hard time doing that. So, but like I don't know, I haven't ever struggled this much, but
no worries. No worries.
They're called Night Bearer. And the name of the song is Reign Supreme. It was dropped about 2 weeks ago. It's your typical death metal. It's just run of the mill, really good death metal. It has melodic elements to it. I sent you the link to it if you want to try to play it.
Already got it.
Nightmare is they're from Germany.
Ah,
yeah. So okay. Apparently I have two German bands tonight and did not know it.
And I have one as well. Shit.
I knew one of them was, but I didn't know this one was. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, I dig their sound. I love melodic death metal, anyways. So if I can catch a band that does that very well for me, then I'll support them as much as I can. And I really feel this band was. I said this before. I feel like they should have been mentioned tonight. If I tell you about something, I think it's somebody else said, "Hey, I'm go check them out, give them a shot." It might not be your thing, and they may be your thing. You never know until you listen to somebody.
For sure. No, absolutely.
That's the way I am with music. I'll give any band a shot, and I'll pretty much tell you if I like it or if I think they're shit. So
most deaf. What label are they on?
They're under, I believe it's Testimony Records.
Ooh, that's one I haven't heard of yet.
I haven't either. I didn't know it till I found them. So I'm wondering what more they have on theirs as well.
So this is kind of a underground exclusive, much like the Satanic Tea Company that I'm definitely going to check out because that was just a whole lot of fun, in my opinion. I can't wait to hear more. So let's bring that up.
Testimony Records is based out of Germany, so it's a German label.
Gotcha. And the fact that there's some really good death metal coming out of there, I think that is awesome. And I have Their latest single, Reign Supreme.
Yeah, apparently they just released one a day ago called Defiance as well. I haven't heard it yet, so I'm going to check it out next.
Nice. Sorry in advance for the commercial. Unfortunately, YouTube. Nope, never mind. We're going right into it. Kind of a nice melodic way to start off a thing.
Oh yeah, it starts off, it picks up, then it smooths back out. It's really
All hail the snipe. All right. So definitely a little bit different for a death metal band. I think you're getting something different. You're not getting the that you get with the traditional blast of death metal. The grooves, I mean, it's got more groove than it does anything else. But the characteristics of death metal that you are getting is the vocals. The vocals are on point. I think it's a great low, kind of gravelly, traditional death metal voice. I like the relaxed riffs. You're getting like a little bit of the chuggaliciousness that you would normally get with death metal. But I think it's adding a different dimension, because one of the things that I think a lot of death metal fans, those that don't like death metal, will like this because it's got something you can, headbang to. Definitely groove. Like I said, groove is everything. Once you have that, you got everybody with you. Those that can't sit through an entire set of Cannibal Corpse might be able to sit through a set of this.
I love all types of metal, but I swear that the damn blast beats of drumming drives me fucking nuts sometimes. And it will kill a whole damn song for me. I'll enjoy 99% of the song, but that I can't do it. I gotta quit.
Well, what I have to say in rebuttal is that I feel like if you're going to finish a lyric and you're going to end it on a long, drawn-out scream, I think the blast beat is most effective when you do that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does. It makes a lot of sense.
Because it's like you're delivering this big, like the great, Satan will come up from the abyss and then all of a sudden you start hitting that blast beat. I think that knocks it home.
For me, like it makes me think of old school, like old school video games, kind of like Doom. If you're playing Doom, going through there whooping ass, that blast beat's amazing. But it doesn't go in every element of metal. It has its place like everything else.
It does.
Just gently put it in there. Just ease into it. See if it works. If it works, it don't. Back up a little bit. There's 10 million other different drumming styles. Pick one.
Well, I've said it like many, many times on Tracks of the Damned that if it is constant ear assault, sometimes there is what I like to call overdoing the blast.
Exactly.
So if you kind of margin within the tunes, people will be, musicians, let's put it this way. I believe there are extreme metal bands that write songs for musicians. Why? Because they love that shit. Like if it's super technical, that's the audience you're going for. But if you're trying to reach other folks, people that aren't musicians, but damn it, they hear it and it strikes them. That's when you get those guys. You have to have some groove in there. Otherwise, you're going to lose the masses. You're only like targeting one like section of listeners. So yep.
You're stuck in one spot. Which for some bands that's cool. That's their thing. That's all they want to do. And I'm not shitting on nobody for their style. I'm just saying it's just not. Sometimes it just drives me nuts. I'd like to hear a little bit more, like you said, technicality behind it than just yeah.
If you allow your listener to go on a ride, that's kind of how I feel. A lot of these bands, and you're seeing it nowadays. Not everybody just wants to hear blast for 6 to 7 minutes of a song. So if you add some of those grooves in there, I think, you're going to reach more people and people accept it more. And of course, you have some staple fans that they've been there since the beginning. They love all that extreme shit. Don't stop. Make me feel like my ass kicked kind of.
Cannibal Corpse and Napalm Death fans.
Right.
That's the two main ones I can think of is them two. But I love Cannibal Corpse. Don't get me wrong, but
no,
I just got to.
But even Cannibal Corpse though have taken those steps to add a little bit more groove into what they do.
Yeah,
they put some breakdowns in there. And it's easier for listeners to kind of get into it. And that's what's kept them going all this time. It's not just
that and Corpse Grinder is just a fucking amazing human. So
he's a beast. He is a beast vocally and a human being. Shit.
I'd like the way they did with Will Ramos when they run that camera down his throat. I'd like for him to do it down Corpse Grinders. I just want to see what happens with his vocals as well.
Yeah, we want to see what lurks inside the mystery of the neck.
I can't be the only motherfucker that's curious, man. I can't.
You know what? I absolutely agree with that. We want to know why they are making T-shirts of Fear the Neck. Anyone that knows who Corpse Grinder is, when you see him, his neck literally looks like it could kick your ass in like 2.5 seconds.
Speaking of, he just released Shadow of Intense, another band that I've seen live. They just released a song featuring Corpse Grinder on it. I forgot to mention that one, but
hell yeah!
But like when they did the camera with Will, you can actually see how it contorts in his throat, and it'll contort, and that's how he makes his vibrations, makes his squeals. So I'd love to see that shit. I don't know. I'm a weird person, so y'all can call me weird if I want to, but I think it's cool. So
it literally is looking into the bowels of hell, and something is about to come through. And when he does the growls and screams that he does for that band, that's literally what you're seeing. That's what happens in there. So if you don't have a strong stomach, don't watch it. But
it's a lot of experience. There's a lot of spit. Put it that way. There's a lot of spit, a lot of thick.
How could it not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So there is another band that has released something new. And this is in the genre of technical progressive death metal. There's a theme to what we're doing here, folks, for tonight. So tech death is what it's actually called. Fuck you, Metal Injection, for like putting these bad ideas into people's heads. It's tech death. That's what it's called. All it is death metal on steroids. But apparently, and the wonderful label of Nuclear Blast is the purveyors of this band. And they are known as Fallujah.
Fucking amazing. Amazing.
Exactly. They have a new album out called Xenotaph, which I think you can almost imagine that it is, in fact, a fancy way of saying an epitaph for the dead. And that's awesome. Their art cover work is fucking phenomenal for this record. And they have a new single out right now. And I just want to double check super fast, called Kaleidoscope Waves. And I feel that the vocal performance of Kyle Schaefer is definitely going to take you into worlds that you didn't know existed.
Exactly.
And I'm real hype about this because this is like one of those few bands that Metal Injection actually gets right. We need to celebrate this work. So I feel that we need to present to the wonderful addicts of the damned a little bit of this song. Let me pull it up real fast. There we go. We got the official video. And, well, you're about to see the power of what these guys can do.
If you've never heard Fallujah, you're about to go on a fucking ride. Just sit back and buckle in.
I hope you're ready. I really do. God damn it.
No.
Hang on. Fuck that shit. There we go. Here is Fallujah.
Through the floor in waves of gold.
Oh, if that didn't just like get your, I don't know, horny level up on holy shit. Right there, you have a death metal band that the vocalist is giving you probably one of the most, I don't know, pleasing, clean vocals that you could possibly get. Both guitar players are finger tap-licious. And all the while, you have a drummer that is just fucking flawless. You get the blast beat. You're getting all these flavors, very, very melodic. I'm just like, I'm sold. I'm sold on this band.
I heard Fallujah a while back, which I knew they were still circulating. I just didn't realize till about a week ago that they put out something new. I think I'm trying to remember where I seen. I think they seen somebody announce the record they was putting out, or this new record that was coming out, and I listened to parts of this song here, and I was like, yeah, you're very well put together technical death metal for me. That's what I feel it is. So,
well, yeah, and this is something that a lot of you death metal guys out there, if your chicks don't like the traditional death metal sound, I think they could get into this band because they have a lot more flavors by still keeping those traditional death metal vocals, blast beats alicious, chug-alicious, but damn it, it's melodic, it's intelligent, and as I mean that in the technical sense, which is why they call it tech death. You're getting so much more with this.
My bad.
Go ahead, man.
There's another one that's a kind of tech death sound named Archspire is somebody to check out as well.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
My brother's really big into them. But talking about your partner, like there's some bands I'll be over there headbanging, getting all into it, and I'll look at Rebecca and she's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Right.
Like, what the fuck are you listening to? I don't know.
Love it.
I love Fallujah. They're really...
They are something different. I mean, it was kind of a breath of fresh air because I'm thinking, okay, tech death. That means it's going to be so overcomplicated that you can't follow it. And, well, you saw it here first, people, on Tracks of the Damned. They have a little something for everybody.
See, my next one, the video I sent you, I'm going to do a little bit of a shout out to the YouTube that it's on. The YouTube channel that it's on is called Slam Worldwide. If you're into deathcore, hardcore style music, this is definitely a channel to follow. They're really well known if you're into that type of scene. But the next band is called Depraved Torment. And it's when did the song? This song was released 11 hours ago, so I heard it for the first time. I heard it for the first time probably about 4 or 5 hours ago. When I got home and we mentioned that we was going to do it, so I just started going back trying to recap on some things, and I found this, and like it's got technical elements to it. It has a few melodic elements to it. Throw in some goblin growls, a few blast beats, and one hell of a ride. There's some chugginess to it as well.
It's like you say, it takes you on a ride.
Yeah.
And I love metal that can take you into so many different directions. We think of bands like Merciful Fate, King Diamond, Ronnie James Dio. I don't know. So many different staple bands that we have loved from the past. And it's great to see a lot of this new wave of bands that are writing this one. So let me go ahead and share that up. Depraved Tormentor. There we go. And, well, let's check that shit
Depraved
out.
Tormentor.
Yep. Oh, I said Tormentor. My bad.
You're good. I said it wrong, too, I think. So we're both in the boat. Depraved Tormentor. There we go.
Loving the artwork. Okay. The look of pleasure on my face as I destroy the cadavers. You know, if you're a Cannibal Corpse fan, unholy fuck. I mean, you could see that this was a lyric video, and I'm just like watching the words go by, and I'm like, oh yeah. Like the sadistic side of me, the horror side of me is like, yes, tell me what you did with them. It's definitely giving you the horror vibes. And like you said, the goblin vocals.
I love goblin vocals. That's one of my favorite things. I wish I could do it, but I can't get my voice to go that fucking kind of high pitched and growl at the same time.
And to maintain it, like Mortimer says right here. He's like, mad respect being able to do that with their voice. Dude, it's not an easy thing. I don't know how they're able to project that sinister, I'm a little goblin and I'm coming after you and I'm going to kill you kind of sound.
My thing is going from a goblin high pitch and you go straight into a fucking low guttural, and I'm like,
yeah.
I can get the low guttural, I can sustain it for a minute. Then when I try to switch to a fry, it'll hit one of my vocal cords the wrong way, and I'll start coughing and have to start all over again.
Well, you know, and it's like Human the Hoof Beast has told us many, many times in the past, and I agree with him. It's a constant exercise. Like these vocalists don't just have this natural ability. It's something you literally have to train your voice to be able to do. And the vocals that are coming out of this band, unholy fuck, you have my attention.
This band and the next two that I do are just as brutal vocal wise. So,
but I was very pleasantly surprised at the same time to hear the level of musicianship. There's very intelligent riffs. They are chuggalicious, but it adds a melodic flavor to it. And the drums, love it. Do I necessarily like the production value? No.
That's kind of a constant thing. Do what?
Go ahead.
It's like kind of like the slam, hardcore, deathcore. Sometimes that's the thing. Sometimes the production gets wishy-washy. It's not. Sometimes this element is too low. Sometimes this one's too high, and you got to. In that world, as technical as they get with this shit now that's coming out, you've got to find that producer that's just like right on and knows what he's doing.
Yes,
I'm sure this is a fucking self-funded band, so they're probably working their way to it. But
I would say the one thing that they're missing is the bottom end. There's no bass. There's no bass to what they're doing. And I really don't think that they don't have a bass player. I'm sure they do. But we need to get a little bit more bass in there because it seems like, I don't know about everybody out there in the Black Flame universe. Honestly, you have to have those low tones. That's something that the bass can provide. And it's tough. It's extremely tough in this style of music. I think Cannibal Corpse is one of the only ones that you can hear that bass. Oh, Death as well.
Yeah.
You could always hear the bass guitar in the band Death. There's some bands that I don't know who they worked with, but they nailed it. So I think if this band can find that cohesiveness, that 50-50 between the highs, the mids, and the bass.
Mm-hmm.
Drums, solid as fuck. You could hear everything. The only thing that I hear that's missing is the cymbals. The cymbals have a quick wash, and you don't want
My
in
bad.
this type of music. No, you're good. By the way, Defiler still recovering, so it's not a 40 years of smoking kind of cough.
No, it was about 5 or 6 years of vaping every day, though.
Brother, that's not enough to have a 40-year-old smoker's cough.
I know. I'm just saying. I finally quit. I finally just quit vaping. Like I wanted every once in a while. I want to do it, but it's mainly if I'm driving or if I'm drawing. That's mainly what I want to do, and I'll catch myself like fuck.
I can't do it.
I think Rebecca took my vape and hid that damn thing. I don't even know where it's at. So.
Oh shit! She's
I quit. I told her to. I told her to because I was coughing more and more every day.
Oh
and
damn!
I told her to get rid of it because I'm not going to stop if it's there. So just get rid of it. So.
Well, that's good thinking. Last item on our list for tonight is something that I think we need to make sure everybody out there knows. Tracks of the Dam, you guys have been hanging and banging with us for years now. There is something that is amazingly going to happen next month, and we need to let them know.
Yeah, it's something that.
Go ahead.
It's something that if you're a metalhead and if the person that got you in the middle is fucking Ozzy Osbourne, it's something that's a bittersweet moment for everybody.
Literally. And what I would like to call a final moment. This is, in fact, the very last time you will ever see this in existence.
Yeah, it's what the hell? I can't even remember the name of the town now, but it's Black Sabbath. It's Black Sabbath. Is it Birmingham?
Yep.
Black Sabbath is going back to England to do their final performance and where it all started. For me, it's something that's really bittersweet because they were like the main band I wanted to see from my childhood because they were my introduction to the metal world, the darker side of the metal world, put it that way.
I love it.
And I don't know. It's something that's
metal today would not exist if it wasn't for the groundwork that Tony, Bill, Geezer, and Ozzy laid down 50 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Let that sink in.
They started, for me, there's people that argue that there was one band earlier that kind of brought the occult into it, but we're not going to go on that. For me, Ozzy and Black Sabbath is the shit. And to think everything that has spun off from Black Sabbath, whether it be Doom, Death, black metal, everything, it all started with them. And it all started because Tony cut the tips of his damn fingers off. Who would have thought that a work accident would cause what it caused?
Not to mention that he thought there were great ideas out of orchestral music, something known as the tritone or the devil's tone, that would instill fear, because there's the great story, and I'm sure everybody out there in the Black Flame universe knows this, that one day what was to become Black Sabbath was stepping out of their practice room, and they saw massive lines of people going in to see whatever latest horror film that they're like, they got the idea, well, what if, isn't it weird that people will pay ridiculous amounts of money, in their opinion, of course, to get the shit scared out of them? And that's when Tony Iommi and his all godfather of metal mind says, well, maybe we should create some scary music. And he was such a student of, like I said, orchestral music, symphonies, classical music, that there were some tones that would happen here and there. He was able to come up with on the guitar, and lo and behold, you got the first record, Black Sabbath.
That I finally own a copy of, by the way, like a final first press final.
Yes. Absolutely. And from the very first track off that record, bong, rain is falling, bong, lightning is happening, thunder, bong. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, oh, unholy fuck, 1969. Metal was born, man.
I remember I watched an interview. When they made the chains and the sounds of like all the chains and stuff on that record. They literally went and took the silverware out of the damn kitchen and was rattling it around. And
there was nothing like it. There was no band at the time, nor Led Zeppelin, any of the 70s bands that were coming into play. Kiss, fuck off. Black Sabbath was like nobody else. They were the epitome of doom. Bands like Typo Negative, for instance, Down, every band that was Slayer, every major band throughout the 80s all the way through to today has cited this band as an influence. Black Sabbath was the beginning of everything. Yeah.
Most people might not know this, but War Pigs was not supposed to be called War Pigs at the beginning either. It was supposed to be called War Purchase. And the record label told them that it was too satanic. Exactly. So they had to change it. And that's where we come into War Pigs.
Yup. And the thing to remember, and this is one of the coolest parts about it, the one member of the band that was the most into the occult was Geezer Butler. And he was the bassist. And guess what? The primary lyricist. So he was so much into that. And that's how those elements got into the band. And they are the most classic. NIB, come on.
My name is Lucifer. Please take my hand.
The idea of the devil falling in love with a human woman. I mean, come on, man. It's like the most romantic song ever. The Wizard. I mean, a symptom of the universe. And, oh, man, just Into the Void. unholy shit. But at the same time, a lot of their songs had a lot to do with what people were really going through in those days. Whether it was like heroin addicts going through, war, hello, Vietnam, all that stuff. They wrote about what they knew, what they grew up around. And they didn't apologize. They didn't have to. This is what they knew. That's what they sang about. And it was so, if I could ever think of a band that really people could relate to at those times, they were singing about it. They were singing about the darker side of life. Led Zeppelin didn't sing about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ronnie James Dio wasn't singing about that either. He was all magic and rainbows. You know what I'm saying? So this was the first dark band. They didn't just influence all of metal. Black metal, death metal, even, believe it or not, glam metal. There hasn't been a single metal band in our history of metal that hasn't said Black Sabbath.
Exactly. That's Tony's fucking riff, the way he writes riffs, that deep tone sound, turned down, slow, and if you turn it down that slow, take the same riff, pick it up a little bit, you're gonna have a totally different song.
Right.
And I hate to say it, that's what most bands did. They would listen to other people's riffs, tweak it here, tweak it there, especially in the fucking early days of metal. So
it gave birth to literally every genre of metal, in my opinion.
yeah.
So
just the stairway to hell instead of stairway to heaven. But
right? Could you imagine if Black Sabbath wrote that track? Oh my goodness. We would love it even that much more. But, for the generations now, like I was lucky to see all 4 original members of Black Sabbath on Ozfest back in 2002. I was there. I was able to see it. So the fact that at their age, unholy fuck. You know what I'm saying? 75, 78 years old, and they're going to do one last, maybe it's 2 shows, I think, live, 2 days. Yeah, it's 2 days. A final performance that people thought Ozzy would never perform again, and he's doing it.
he may be sitting down the whole time, but fuck it, he's earned that right.
I was going to say, put him on a throne. Put him on the coolest fucking Prince of Darkness.
That's what he at when he got inducted for his
yeah, the award show. Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought
he
that
was
was
on.
perfect. I thought it was perfect.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
The man can still sing. He might not be able to stand, but damn it, he can still deliver these classic songs.
It's you can go online now. They released it. You can do the live stream. If you do a live stream for it, it's $30 for just the ticket. Mm-hmm. Then $69, I think, for a t-shirt that comes with it and the ticket. And it ends up being, if you do the shirt, it's like $89 with tax. Which, yeah, would it be cooler to be there in person? Yeah, but I looked at going. Like, I was legit going to fly my ass to England to go until I seen the price of the ticket that you had to be rich to afford, and that one fucking plane ticket. Plane ticket would just be for me. Not for Rebecca. One plane ticket was $1,500.
Now, so times that by
I was
2.
like, nope. Yeah, I was like, nope, I'm not going to get to see it. It's going to suck. I'm sure somebody will be live on their phone somewhere, and I'll watch it that way. But then they announced this, and I was like, yep, I'm doing it. That's all I'm going to do that day. And it's not just Black Sabbath performing. It's fucking Slayer and people like that. which I'm pretty sure everybody has seen that Tool is off the bill. But
ooh, they are?
yeah,
I did not hear about that. Hmm.
There was a poster posted that didn't have Tool on it, and then it was released that Sharon had removed a band from the lineup over I believe it was disrespectful management. So
that
people
sounds definitely like a Sharon Osbourne thing. Okay.
well,
Oh my goodness.
it's just right now. It's a snowball effect. I'm just repeating shit I've read.
Yep.
I think it's because Tool doesn't like for their shows to be streamed. That's what everybody's putting out in the world right now about it, is that Tool doesn't like their shows to be streamed, and this is being streamed. Is maybe part of it. It's just a whole snowball effect. They haven't officially said it yet, but everybody's just waiting for them to say it.
I'm sorry. Did they forget what the fuck they're going to go down in metal history for? If that is in fact the case, I feel sorry for them.
If I was famous and I had the power Tool has, I would not give a fuck if it was streamed. I'd be paying.
Exactly. Are you kidding me?
I'd be paying homage to the fucking people that created the goddamn genre that I'm in, and I'm playing on their last fucking show.
Not to mention the fact that Maynard James Keenan was one of the singers at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction.
Yeah, but it wasn't the full band of Tool, though. It was him, then Eddie Van Halen's son.
Oh, come on, though. You know that Maynard James Keenan is the presider over Tool, because if he doesn't want to do it, they don't do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's got all the power in that band. But why would you shit out on something like this? Is a once in a lifetime chance. Every single band that's on this bill is going to go down in metal history as we played the final Black Sabbath show that we never thought we would get.
I'm trying to see who all is on there. Is on the lineup, but
dude, Judas Priest, Pantera, I think, is also on this bill.
Guns N' Roses,
Guns and fucking Roses. There you go.
Yeah, Slayer, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Slayer, Pantera, fucking Gojira, Hailstorm, Alice in Chains, Lamb of God, Anthrax, and Mastodon.
Mastodon gets to do the show. Man,
you can kick Anthrax and get Creator, and it'll be a hell of a lot better.
Thank you. Want to do one better? Candlemass should be on that show.
Yeah,
they just did
they need a Doom
cover of Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. We are talking about the band that solidified Doom at the start of the 80s. Why are they not on this bill? I would absolutely protest.
I mean, they got the big four on there: Anthrax, Slayer, Metallica, and Metallica, Slayer.
I'm sorry. Anthrax.
Three of them. Yeah.
Kick Metallica. Neither one of them should be on that show. Just my opinion. I don't care.
If Metallica does their old shit, yeah. If they do fucking Death Magnetic 72 seasons or any of that reload, no.
Nope. Why would anyone want to hear those songs at the final Black Sabbath show?
I mean, from what I've been seeing, Axl's voice is actually kind of improving, they're saying. So I'm kind of excited to see.
I'm excited to see that as well.
I mean, he still has his Casper moments, but you got to think, he smoked for how long?
Dude, he was a chain smoker. Probably, I don't know.
Yeah.
More than a week.
And Gozier's is going to tear that place apart.
Oh, Gojira is going to school so many people there. I'm so excited to see that.
I can see Hailstorm because Lizzie Hale takes a lot of influence from like Sabbath and Dio and stuff like that. I can see that.
Mm-hmm. Mortimer says, I think they don't want to draw attention from Black Sabbath and Ozzy, possibly. I think that's in retort to Tool falling off the bill.
I don't know. I've been waiting for it actually to come out. What actually happens?
Yeah.
So
but the fact of the matter is, you all can catch and be a part of this final event. I know I'm getting my ticket. I could step onto Birmingham soil to check this show out. But I will definitely get my ticket because this is metal history, something we never thought we would see. The masters at work.
Yep.
And most importantly, with original drummer Bill Ward.
That's the shocker right there. Like, that was something that was not possible at one point.
There is a bunch of like different stories left and right. We're not going to get into that because we don't get into the dirt. But at the end of the day, Bill Ward is going to deliver the groove and the power like he used to do.
Yep.
And with that, thank you all so much for joining us for Tracks of the Damned as part 2 of your Black Flame Entertainment Friday night. And thank you for, supporting us. It's been a minute and we're back. Brother Defiler is back from the dead. And
I felt like it there for a little while.
That's right. I bet you did. And don't forget, people, the weekend is just getting started. Tomorrow night, the goddamn program is ready to inflict more sin with y'all. With so many gut busters, it's been a crazy fucking week, and we have so many cool shit to discuss on that show. And man, June just got that much hotter. So definitely tune in tomorrow night for that at 8 p.m. CST, 9 p.m. EST if you're on the East Coast. So, and thank you for joining us after the awesome interview from Reapers Underground previously. You guys fucking are awesome. We love you. So, as you are winding down on your Friday night party, just remember, metal cures all. Doesn't matter what you're going through. There is that band that at the end of the day, you can put them on and chill out to them, whether it's extreme, not extreme. Metal makes a huge difference in our lives. So get that ticket to see Black Sabbath one more time before you can't ever see it again. And always stay heavy.
Thank you for joining us on Reapers Underground. Stay tuned for more from Black Flame